I was homeschooled, B. Homeschool. You know, that's not as tough.
Welcome to StarTalk. I'm your host, Neil deGrasse Tyson, your personal astrophysicist, and I'm also the director of New York City's Hayden Planetarium at the American Museum of Natural History. And I've got with me my co-host, Chuck Nice.
Hey.
Chucky Baby, longtime veteran of StarTalk Radio.
Absolutely, and the director of my home.
Keep telling yourself that. So today we're talking about the fusion of hip-hop culture and science, featuring my interview with the rapper Logic.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, it's a great name for a rapper who's interested in science.
Yeah, and joining us in studio today is hip-hop artist and educator Steve Tyson. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, where'd you get the name Tyson from?
Well, I was born with it, as you might know.
There you go.
The dude's my nephew.
That's right.
He's my nephew. So, Logic dropped an album in 2017 titled Everybody. And it just showed up at #1 on the Billboard Top 200.
Cool.
There it was, #1. He's actually a deep thinker, and he uses his platform as a performing artist to engage discussions of social issues. Plus, he's got serious street geek cred.
Street geek cred.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, because some geeks on the street.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Not all geeks are in the lab.
Right, exactly.
We got street folks.
Right, exactly. Give me your lunch money. Now allow me to calculate exactly how I will be able to use this.
Smartest hustlers.
Right.
I mean, I sat down with Logic. He came through town, visited my office, and he's well known as someone who delivers a message of hope through his music. That's always a good thing. He talked to me about some of the challenges he had to overcome in order to become who he is today.
Okay.
So let's check it out.
Now me, unfortunately, so I came up on welfare, food stamps, Section 8 housing. Unfortunately, both of my parents were addicted to drugs and alcohol, and my father wasn't really there that much in my life, unfortunately. Now, here's the crazy thing. In 4th grade, just the people at my school kind of knew that my household wasn't that great. And so they believed that because my mother had problems, that I had problems, even mentally, or that I was disturbed or had whatever the case may be. And because of this, they put me in a special needs class, but it was more so for like the, just people that had been emotionally disturbed or something like that. So I was dealing with like pretty badass kids that wanted to like fight me all the time. So when they put me in this program, it took me out of my school, put me in a completely different school. I had to take the short bus. It sucked, you know what I mean?
The short bus.
Short bus, and that's fine. And so, but anyway, so I get there and, you know, these kids are like trying to fight me and just all these things, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't fight back. I knew that I couldn't act out, even to defend myself, because I would then just be proving their point that I deserved to be in this class. So at this point, it was just
You were resisting the cookie cut mold that they're trying to put you in.
Yes, and they tried to say I had ADD and I had all these different things, which wasn't the case. It was just that I wasn't being challenged and I wasn't being taught the right way, how I needed to be taught myself. So my mother took me out and she homeschooled me. Now this was like the crazy, so she homeschooled me for 3 years. Now unfortunately, as I said, my mother was an alcoholic, so she would sleep all day and she wouldn't teach me a thing. So 3 years went by, okay, and now I'm supposed to be in 8th grade, and essentially, you know, the state calls and they go, hey, you have to put your son back in public school or there's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? We're going to take your son from you, da-da-da, whatever. So she goes, okay. Hadn't really taught me anything except a little bit of hooked on phonics, and goes, all right, we're going to put him back. And the school system puts me in 8th grade with a 4th grade education. Within 6 months, I went from a 4th grade to an 8th grade education. I did well on all my tests, with the exception of math. I wasn't that great at math. I was more good in English and words. But I did it, and I left. But the crazy thing is,
So you basically skipped 4 grades.
Yes, and it was hard, and I did it though. I did it.
Right.
But it made me who I am. So